What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jay Reed for Jay Reed's Love of Cars. What are we doing today? Well, today we're going to be trying to raise this front up on the C6. We really need to raise it up because it's kind of low. I'm tired of it dragging. I'm having to be too careful. It was the perfect height before I put the Supercharged in, but the weight of the Supercharger has dropped it a little bit more. I mean, I like the way it looks, but at the same time, it needs to come up a little bit because it's an accident waiting to happen. This is actually the exact height I've always wanted my Corvette, but it was on stock bolts, so I couldn't get it this low. But when I put that weight on it in the Corvette, I mean, with the Supercharger, it made it that low. Fitment is fine and all of that, but we need to get up under here and raise this up some. This will be the second time I've tried to raise it up. The first time it raised it up a little bit, it clearly wasn't enough. So this time what I'm going to do is raise it all the way back up and see if it will be the height that I want it to be with it all the way back up and the weight of the Supercharger. So we're going to move some stuff around in the garage, and we're going to do this side first because I won't even have to move the car to do this side first, but I will have to move some stuff. So let's dive right into that. Now, I made a video on how to do this in the past, so this is not going to be a how-to video because I just need to get it done. But in the process, you may learn something if you don't know how to do it. I can't do this with one hand. So if you've already done this before on your Corvette, these bolts are going to be super loose and it's super easy. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we got the jack up under the whatchamacallit, and we got one up under the spring to lift the tension. Then that little bolt that's sticking up, if I'm showing it correctly, you just take a 10 millimeter screw and get to turning. If you're trying to lower it, do it all the way. If you're trying to raise it, then I don't know what you need to do. But to get it adjusted, because that's going to vary. But if you're lowering it all the way, is really not enough. But in my situation, it's more than enough. So we're just going to turn this bolt. I'm going to screw it. I'm going to test it out and do it all the way up first and see if that gets me to where I want to be. And then if not, we'll tighten it all the way back down again and just start rotating it turn by turn and see what we can do. It may take a minute, but hopefully the first adjustment will do the trick. We're going to find out either way. Okay, so we got it cranked all the way out. I'm thinking that may be too high. That is really high. That is way high. What I'm going to do is back it up, because all I need to do is back it over that lip to see what the actual height really is. May need to back my wife's car up a little bit more, but we're just going to try to back it over that lip and see if we can get some adjustment. In fact, I may just move her car to the front to be on the safe side, because that's really the only way to tell unless you want to be driving around. And what I mean by lip is he needs to go over here, over this little lip, so the suspension can settle. But as it stands, that may be too high, so we may do a couple of turns back the other direction. There's only one way to tell. Let's get the moving cars and see. All right, we're fixing to back it out. And at the same time, either way it go, I need to back it out anyway so I can get to the other side. We're at that point now. We'll let the old girl warm up for a second, do what it do, and then we'll back it up. All right, so here's the moment of truth. Is it gonna look like boo-boo? Or am I gonna have to tweak it? Let's find out. That's the height that I need, folks. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That raised it up, probably even with the rear. I mean, I probably could do like a turn in, but for right now, I think we're gonna leave it at that height. That should be perfect and stop any grind. That turned out well. So now we just need to do the other side. The other side may not actually take as much because the Supercharger is on this side. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I mean, I don't have to be the lowest car on the block. What about at this angle? What I don't want is the front sitting higher than the back. We want it just right. I mean, I did like the stance of it previously. I ain't gonna lie and say I didn't. But I think this is just gonna be better all around. All right. So let's go to the other side and check that out. See where we are with that one. But it's so easy and so quick, it doesn't even take that long. This one, oh man, I love that ride height. I hate to do this so bad. But we got to. Let's get to this other side. Stop playing around. We got to do what we got to do. Just got to make sure that it's even. So we're going to have to get out some measuring, more than likely, because I'm thinking I'll have to do some adjusting on that one. But I'm digging the ride heights. I think that's exactly what I need. It's going to take some getting used to for sure. And just like that, we got this side done. Now let's back it up for the grand finale and see if, screw alert, hell. Let's back it up for the grand finale and see what that did. I hope it's pretty spot on. If not, no big deal. Doesn't take that long. What I did differently on that one was I raised it all the way up and then I did it 2 clicks back. All right, grand finale. Let's see if I gotta get back up under here. Boom, boom, perfect. I think that's gonna be it. 2 fingers, 2 fingers. Let's come on here on this other side. 2 fingers. This is actually a little bit lower with the 2 finger test. 2 finger. 2 finger test. Just like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, player. We got that bad boy perfect. We not even worried about it. I think we got it perfect. Now why don't we take it for, it's sunny. Now we're gonna take it for a drive. See if there's any difference. May not even be any difference, but we are going to see. Oh yeah. I already don't hear no scrubbing. Just backing out of my driveway. All right guys, so we're in a pretty decent location. Let's see. Ah yeah. Ah yeah. That is perfect on that side. Ah yeah. Absolutely perfect. Success. That made a huge difference in the ride, as well as once it's settled, the ride height is perfect. Perfect. I should have did this a long time ago. So now I can feel more comfortable driving it without hitting stuff. Because that supercharger is heavy, guys. You're adding more horsepower, but you're adding more weight to your car at the same time. So now I probably, if I want to get serious, I probably need to focus on weight reduction right now, at least to get rid of some of the weight that I added when I added the supercharger. Can you dig it? Anyway, that worked. Both sides look even, which is important. I'm not dragging everything. And when I say dragging, I'm not talking about like the radiator bracket. I'm just talking about that little plastic, the little ABS plastic piece that kind of helps, that you can kind of use to gauge where you are, how high you are at least. That's what was dragging on my car. I did hit the radiator bracket one time and it was awful. It sounded absolutely awful. I don't want to do that again. And I think that incident is what convinced me to get back up under this car and try to raise it again. Simple as that.